We were really happy with the season as a whole. I think relief almost at the end. Because it was such an emotionally taxing year, and because they did so well, especially in the second half of the year, there was definitely an amount of relief and validation. One, we have a really tight unit, and two, as a staff, we're doing the right things in terms of our philosophy and training.
Yeah, there was definitely a lot of surprises, but overall I was really happy with this season. Chelsea's coaching has been really great to work with. Been making lots of improvements in a lot of my dives, as well as the whole team, really. It's been a really good season, I'd say.
It really put into light how resilient this team is and how well we overcome certain things, because we went into the season really strong and we got our first 2 wins right off the bat at our first meet, but then we took some really hard losses, and that was tough on us mentally, and then ended up being tough on us physically too, amping up practices and everything.
Yeah, it's never something that a coach that you actively want. You're not looking for the obstacles. If anything, you're hoping you can create some obstacles in training, but losing those bodies and suffering some tough defeats, yeah, I think it did set us on the path to the second half.
It was tough. I think that we all really relied on each other, though. We have a really good group of girls, especially I think our younger girls, our freshmen, really brought a lot of positivity to the table, and I think that really helped us get through that stretch.
It definitely felt good to contribute at the end of the season to the 6-0, was it, in January, or 5-0, to those wins over San Diego and some of our top competitors in the Mountain West. And I saw a few of our teammates really rise up to the challenge when a couple people were missing. People really took responsibility and started competing. And then having a really strong back end really propelled us into conference.
I think that it really started before that in practice. I think it was kind of like an attitude, like we just really flipped a switch, and I think that a lot of girls' attitudes just kind of changed, and we realized that we have an opportunity here, and that we all really wanted to take advantage of it.
At the beginning of the season, we thought we had a pretty good crew, but losing 3 really strong athletes in the pool during the season, obviously having 3 or 4 injured or ill athletes at the conference meet, it didn't shake my confidence in what I thought they'd be able to do. But at a certain point, when you lose that many bodies, yeah, we're worried. Okay, are we going to be watching the scoreboard? Are we potentially making school records?
With this team last year at conference, the same thing. There were so many records being broken, and I didn't expect that to happen again this year. And so it was sort of like I didn't see it coming, and that just made it all the more fun to look up at the scoreboard, seeing records being broken that you didn't think it was possible. And so it's always really fun.
I was concerned about Haley during the season. I wasn't sure what she'd be able to perform, at conference. She would perform well. I just didn't know to what extent. I actually wasn't worried Saturday. After seeing what she was able to do early in the week and what she'd been able to do in a shortened season, she could have broke her leg. I still think she would have gone up there and swam a lifetime best in that 1650. She's a highly motivated, special kid, so I wasn't worried about the flu taking her out.
I tried to not even acknowledge it. I was like, I feel like I can't breathe. I have such a sharp pain in my chest, and I have a mile to go swim. So I tried to just kind of not even acknowledge that and think about the work I've put in for this and how far I've come and how I swam so well in the other events. Why not this event too? And just tried to forget about that sickness and just really zone in on just the race. At the end, my teammates were all in my face, like video recording, and I was just so glad I even finished. I was in a lot of pain. I felt like I survived, so that's all I really cared about.
I think the kids started to have a mentality that they could do it no matter who was out of the lineup.
It definitely brought us all closer together. We were always there to support each other when we were feeling, a little bit down or not as confident as we normally are as a team. So it was really nice to have all that support from everybody. Obviously, I hadn't practiced in a few weeks because of my herniated disc, but being able to compete even just a few of the events at conference was a big accomplishment for me. I was really happy that I was able to compete and score points for the team. And I think overall that it went really well.
Yeah, shades of Willis Reed coming back in the in the late quarter and shaking it off and getting back up on the tower, which is arguably the hardest event. So I think to a certain extent we recruited that because we saw that in her, but yeah, I think being around these people it's kind of hardening their resolve. They're like, there's no way, this is what I've trained for all year, my team is counting on me, I'll do whatever it takes to get back up there. So yeah, I was really impressed. They're at a point where they're really invested in each other. And when they're invested in each other, each individual wants to do their best for the team.
And it is Thomas of Colorado State, 52-94.
It was the best feeling since I've been here. I set my sights on that record as soon as I verbally committed here my senior year of high school. And now as soon as I got that record, the only thing I thought about now was just seeing my name on the board instead of Brianne. So that's what I'm excited about.
You know, she came in the fall and she told me specifically, in fact, that she still has the message up on my board in my office where, you know, she had laid out some goals for herself and told me, you know, Coach, stay on me the whole year. So I think we just happened to work really, really well together. So to see her succeed like that, I knew that's what she wanted. To see that smile as she flashed at the end of the race, that's what makes it all worth it. Tony, Marie, Maddie, you know, on down the line, Ida, Colleen, Rowan, Gianna, I think they all saw what they were capable of if they really bared down and put their minds to it.
It was incredible. It was such a snowball effect. I remember, I think the first night watching the medley relay, we all just were standing there and we all had goosebumps. Like, I think that's when it started, and it just carried out from there. It definitely gave Gianna and I, my co-captain, a lot of pride. Again, the younger girls especially, we were really impressed by them. They really made our jobs easy. They came in and just, I don't know, just every day at practice just reminded us that this is not a burden but an opportunity every day.
And that's what we talk about, and even moving forward, because this team's going to have bigger and better goals for following seasons, is that we never lose sight of the fact that everyone has to contribute. Yes, we understand that there's going to be some athletes who are, you know, they're kind of pillars of our program. We expect them to score a lot of points, hold down our relays. But if we're going to make a move in the conference and on the national level, we need everyone invested in that. Even the 17th swimmer, the third diver, those are people that still have to take pride in what they do and get into position for us. I think the health of the program is strong. I think, one, it speaks to hopefully our culture as a team and our ability as a staff to go out and recruit the right type of kids. We have to have talented, hardworking, positive kids in the program to build on. But it also speaks a lot to what we're doing as a staff and as a team, how we challenge each other in certain situations, whether it's training in the pool or whether it's at competitions.
I think if we just keep doing what we're doing, we've been all working so hard, putting in everything to make this season great, and I think if we keep that going to next season, we'll be even better than this one.
Our end goal is to do our best at conference and get those best times and get those records, and like with Haley, get swimmer the whole meet, and to really just like have that focus and have that determination throughout the entire season, no matter how hard it gets, because it's going to get hard.
I think that really just the attitude again. I think that we were all really excited, and we all know that we're just going to keep moving up and we're just going to keep climbing and working hard, and losing our 3 seniors definitely is a blow, but we have a big class coming in.
We are a school to be taken seriously, and you want to be on our team because we have an amazing culture, and everyone takes responsibility on this team. Everyone gets stronger mentally and physically, and it's really a team.